Hello everyone, I am Maester Mike and I'm back for more Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we took on the Pit of 100 Trials and we made our way down to the bottom and we conquered it. We fought the most special boss in the game, Bonetail. We got this badge and we almost have all the badges actually. And off screen I've gotten a lot of recipes, by the way. These things do a lot of really crazy stuff. So if you want to try to get these, then be my guest. I'm not going to show them off because, well, that would be really tedious. So in this episode, this will be the final episode, and I'm just going to show off a few little extra stuff I'll just show a few little extra stuff you can do after beating the game. Like, here we talk to this one guy who's been talking about playing Fire Emblem, Paper Mario 1, and the Thousand Year Door, so let's talk to him now. I've got to say, I've been playing the new Paper Mario game almost non-stop. So have I, kid. I'm on the fence so far. Gotta put serious time into a game to review it properly. But I can definitely tell you this. If you're a Luigi fan, do not miss out on this one. Apparently this game has a lot to do with Luigi. Well, yeah, it does, because of the awesome Paper Luigi adventures he has. Speaking of which, we got the last two novels of Super Luigi. Also, I like what these books say. The first book says, super popular, now on sale. Manager's pick. This month's bestseller. The fan favorite. Coming soon to theaters. I'd like to see that. Super Luigi 4. Let's read it. Super Luigi Volume 4. The Shards of Truth. Footsore, the weary Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond Grimble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you for the last 1,000 years. The boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of an ancient land. He said that the marvelous compass had been created by the ancient Luff people, who used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luff Empire was then cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role was to wait until with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but find your eclair." Luigi accepted the part, but the boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped, both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, to Hatesong Tower, and then her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. Now the final book. Journey's End. At long last, Luigi crossed the threshold of Hatesong Tower. Luigi rallied his allies. We will defeat the Chestnut King! We must! Friends by his side, Luigi at last faced the fell Chestnut King. But then he heard a voice, and spun to see the fair Princess Eclair. She told our hero the painful truth. The evil Chestnut King was actually her true love, made monstrous by a crepe in a bid for the throne. At that moment, the villainous crepe appeared. The marvelous compass, please. Hand it over, and the Luff Empire will rule again. Mwaha! Luigi and co. were no match for the might of Crepe, their true enemy. But then, the compass piece in Eclair's tiara shone forth. It bestowed the future sight on Luigi. Knowing Crepe's every move, he smote the fiend with his mallet, and with that, it was finally over. Luigi and his friends parted, leaving the Waffle Kingdom in peace, but Luigi regretted not gazing farther into the future. He longed to see the wafflers gathering on Princess Eclair's wedding day. I wonder who she marries. He wanted to see her beauty, and who stood at her side. But it was not to be. Luigi went back to his humble home, which remained exactly as he had left it, a cold comfort for his heavy heart. Taking up a book he had been reading, Luigi tried to read, but his long trial had sapped his strength, and he soon fell asleep. Luigi dreamt of his friends and his beloved Princess Eclair, and sleeping, Luigi spoke. I shall return. The end. Quite a story, isn't it? I'm just going to check my important items. Cool. Still have the Champ's Belt. The nice amount of items we have. There's another thing I want to show you. There's quite a lot I'm going to show off, so let's hope this won't take too long. I may cut a little bit, or hopefully not. First I'm going to go to Keel Hall Key. What's the reason? Well, you'll see. It's at the dock where Cortez his boat is docked. So it'll take a while. Actually, Mike, come on. You're fast. Let's go. This is going by just... Oh, I wanted to get that ice storm just for a recipe I want to make. The rest of the recipes, I'll just do it on my own time. Again, I know I've said that a lot, but I'm just trying to make sure you understand that. The ice storm, I think I'll buy 2, just in case. Excuse me. Great, now back to the dock. Alright, what do we have here? Over here. Look who we have. Dupree at last. This is the last time we'll see him. Bonjour, Monsieur Moustache. You know, the women of this world are so very selfish. The question is whether or not to forgive this selfishness. I, of course, must forgive them all, for I am Dupree, Monsieur. How about vous? Well, nice for you. And I like Goombella, what she says. I totally can't believe it! How does this guy know where we're gonna be all the time? And did he swim here or something? Please tell me this is a nightmare. I like how she doesn't even say his name anymore. She's just too freaked out by him. Just get out of here, Dupree. Hopefully I can knock him off the dock and send him flying. That would be really dark, but I don't care. Return to Rogueport, amigo? Bueno, we are off. Cast off, mi amigos. To Rogueport. Yeah. Hold on a sec. I'll meet you when I'm at Lumpy. I want to show his stories off. Okay, let's hear Lumpy's stories. I thought he said something weird when he said, up above. Never mind. I'm gonna read this again. Finally off tomorrow. I packed... Yeah, I forgot about that. I just trying to do the other stuff, so I kind of forgot about that. The Buzzer Fiend. I love how all this ties into the first Paper Mario. It's cool. Now let's see, sorry that I'm skipping over this. Alright, let's read Part 3, A Helping Hand. I am now in a place called Dry Outpost. Someone pulled me, lifeless and parched, from the merciless desert floor. It was a Koopa with a fine mustache named Colorado, an angel in a pith helmet. See what I mean how this connects to the first game? He's a world-traveling adventurer archaeologist. I told him about Bazaar, and my quest for oil, and my dreams of riches and warmth for my people. After I spoke at length, he gave me food and water. I asked him why he should be so kind, and he looked into the distance and said, turning one's back on an ambitious dreamer invites others to do the same to you, old boy. I just want to believe in every dream this sad old world can muster. This guy, he still chases his own dreams, dusty dreams of archaeology. We stayed up all night discussing each other's dreams. It was great. So, a reliable guide. I am now at a desert oasis. After Colorado left, I set out from Dry Outpost to find my digging point. But the desert is so wide, it's impossible to find anything without a guide. He rhymed. I had no idea where I was going, and my head was splitting in the heat. My throat was burning and scratchy. Was I awake? Was I asleep? I heard a voice calling to me from far away. Hey, are you a nice guy? If you're a nice guy, then give me something nice. I didn't have the food or water I received from Colorado. I had nothing. Why do you lie here? If you are a nice guy, give me a nice thing and I will help. I quote, all I have is my dream. When I next awoke, I was at this oasis. You're awake, I heard. There was a squeak there in a gray head scarf. My name is Mustafa. You have nothing to give, but I got something nice anyway. I don't know how or why, but it seems I've been saved by yet another stranger. Do you need a guide? If there is somewhere you want to go, I will take you. Unbelievable. I've actually found a reliable guide. There's nothing embarrassing about that. See the digging point. We're here. I'm finally at the spot where I'm supposed to dig for oil. I was told to draw a line from a blue cactus to a cactus-like rock. I went north a precise distance from the exact termination point. I ended up here at a point between dry ruins and the oasis. Mustafa has guided me this far with skill and bravery. He said, you are a nice guy. Your dream will come true. Mustafa believes this. He left then, leaving me to fight this battle on my own. All I have to do is dig here until I find oil. That's all. I stocked up on lemons and limes at the oasis, so I should last a few days. I must find that oil. The long dig. I am digging for oil now, and my hand shakes as I write these, perhaps final words. I've been digging from sunup to sundown, but still no sign of that sweet crude. Maybe I've just picked a dry spot in this cursed desert. But I'm sure this is where Merlovely told me to dig. Yes, I'm sure of it. There's no more food or water, and even my hopes have dwindled to nothing. Ah, this is it. My dream dies here with me under these unforgiving skies. My dream. My? Wait, no, this is not it. My dream is of something else. Yes, something else. Dig. Keep digging. I must keep digging. Arms, move, body, work, find oil. And then there's the last part, the wrap-up. I am now on a boat back to Deer Rogueport. I did it! I finally struck oil in that dry desert. I have left the day-to-day operation to my men in the field, and now return home. It all came true, striking it rich, finding oil, my dream. But somewhere along the way, this became more than just my dream. So many people have helped to make this dream happen. So many. You had nothing to give, but I got something nice anyway. Dear Mustafa. I don't know, whatever, I don't know how to say that word. His name is made up, so it doesn't matter. I just want to believe in every dream this sad world can muster. Ah, Colorado. People who lent me money and gave me food, and showed me the way. So many hands reached out to help me. I must do something for all of them. That feeling has pushed me even harder. I must share this feeling with the people who helped me as I struggle. I must share these words that have seared themselves into my heart. Dreams come true. Lumpy. That's enough. It's a nice little story. Nice to know that he finally struck oil. Next I'm gonna go... before I say... Okay, I'm gonna go to Professor Frankly, but I'm gonna say, I could probably Let's Play Paper Mario 1 sometime. No, I've said some things about it in the past. I don't have any hate towards it. I just thought that this game did so much stuff better. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Paper Mario 1. I probably have to play it again to... I'd like to play it again before I'd Let's Play it, but anyway, let's just see Professor Frankly. Remember when we beat the game, he found a chest after we beat the Shadow Queen? Well, let's talk to him about it. He'll tell us what it was inside.
You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I am happily busy with my research. By the by, do you know what was in that treasure chest we found in the palace? It contained a dried shroom. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery.
Whatever.
I think I'll stay here and continue my research a while longer. Yes, I'm fond of this place. Feel free to drop by any time you like.
Like that. Inside that chest was nothing of importance. It was just an old dried shroom. The lamest item you can get in the game. Isn't that something? It's just a trick the whole time. But it's nice to know that we get some closure on that whole ordeal. Now I'm gonna go over to this guy over here. This guy was named Grifty. He tells us some cool backstory on the whole game with the Shadow Queen. To actually learn his story, you have to pay 5 points for each story, so just so you know. Good day to you, sir. Is there a tale you want to hear? These are the tales I can tell you now. Let's reread them. Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and one quarter of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men, and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasures stolen from all over the world. Crystal stars. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. Once one of the stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. If there's another... Okay. Dragons and dungeons. Like the wording, just rearrange it. Just simply rearranged. Something stupid, like... That's not really stupid, it's just kind of funny. Anyway, the demon built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. I was just saying that again. Yay. And the demon also had 3 dragon pets, Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow over all. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. The hero who arose. One day, there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm, but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the lands and reached out, the young toad used his strength and honor to defend his people. And he became a hero to all, despite his odd voice. Excuse me. The Wise Goomba. There was a wise Goomba from Bogley Woods, gifted in the knowledge of the world. When beasts arose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba, who knew the way that every monster would attack. She began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. The Stalwart Koopa. Koopa, who traveled the world alone, learned the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt, and banished it with shell and sheer bravado. The monsters grew to fear the scar-railed Koopa, who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set for him by the monsters. But then, a Boo who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo lass. How many stories are there? There's a lot. So it'll take a while. Okay, we'll just keep reading. Never mind. Keep forgetting that's not the story. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. We cannot destroy this darkness alone, she decided, her face a grim mask. We need the Toad Hero of Petal Meadows and the Wise Goomba of Bogley Woods. The Boo's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send the demon from the world. And so, the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadow. Now, the 4 heroes. The duel with the demon. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the duel with the demon. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the Wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. The demon sealed within. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The Wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested stealing this demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with their powers of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. It's pretty interesting, huh? The demon's curse. The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world, scattering the stars, so the seal would remain. But the last 4 stars each carried the curse, which claimed each hero. The Great Tree and Punies. The hiding place of many of the crystal stars have now faded into legend. But some say that the Wise Goomba hid one in the Great Tree. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby Bogley Woods. The tiny Punies were always tormented by their fierce appetites, it was said. Pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the Great Tree for the Punies to live in. The Punies were so grateful that they swore to protect the crystal star there. The Boo Heroine's Last Days. Once the Boo heroine hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. If there's another tale you wish to... that's a short one. The Pirate King Cortez. The Koopa hero went to a southern isle to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in an inescapable chest. Cortez did not realize the power of the star and lost it among his treasures. The Toad Hero's final days. The strong Toad held his star and continued his arduous journey. But eventually the miles took their toll upon him, and he collapsed. A traveling healer happened by and saved his life. But the Toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone. So he asked the healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. You know, this is kind of weird. Is it saying that the original 4 heroes who stopped the Shadow Queen all those years ago were the people who cursed us throughout the game? If so, that's kind of interesting. It's really interesting. All becomes legend. This book is getting a little tiresome on me. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadows, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, entire generations forgot, and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. But they were unaware that the demons slept beneath them still. The final story, the magical map. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So before going to their individual dooms, they made a map to all the stars. And to prevent an evil force from misusing this map, they placed it in a box that could only be opened by the pure of heart. And so that's where all this game starts. We had Peach open the treasure, open that box to get the magical map, and started this whole adventure. What did she say about him? That guy's name is Grifty. He's a laid-back rooftop minstrel type guy. He tends to know all of the stories that get passed around Rogueport streets. For a couple of coins, he'll tell you one, and you never know, it might help on our travels. I wonder if that could help. I doubt it. There's this other guy who has different stories to tell, named Wonky. I'm sorry if my voice is getting I couldn't pronounce stuff right. Again, that's just something I suffer with. I'm taking a class on speaking, so I hope I can improve from this with the class. Anyway, yeah. Inside the door, right up there, is a guy named Wonky. He'll just tell you random stories around the place. It's not really anything to help you with the game. But actually, I meant it's not anything story related, but it does stuff. He'll tell you stuff, general stuff about the game. So now, I'm gonna go back. If you remember at the end of the game, we heard that the moon base is back online, and Tech is back. I don't know how he survived, but, well, let's just see him out. By the way, you can go back to the moon from... You can go back outside here onto the moon, so you can go back there as well. You can go back to any place you visited already, I think. So yeah, let's go down to sublevel 4. And by the way, also on the moon, I also looked around. That whole place just is one big loop. The place you go is just one continuous loop, and you'll always go to the same place if you just go right one direction all the way, or left all the way. You know what I mean? It's just one big loop. And there's just a few items that aren't really that much worth. If you like just a courage shell, you could just buy those at regular stores for just a small amount of money. Hello, Tech. Long time no see. Always hoping you'd tell us about Tech. Let's talk. Mario, I am pleased that I could see you again. I detonated explosives after you left to ensure the base would never be used for evil. Of course, I was destroyed in the resulting explosion. But one day I regained consciousness, and all was as before. Yes, everything. I do not comprehend why, but as I regained consciousness, I saw a light, and I thought I heard Peach's voice. How is Princess Peach? If she is happy, then I too am happy. I continue to hope for the continued happiness of you, Peach, and all others. It would be nice if he could see Peach again, but oh well. There's one last thing I want to show off before I finally end off this whole series. Actually, I just want to go into Peach's prison cell just for the heck of it. You don't know. This was Princess Peach's cell room. We're in the shower together. Weird. We were in the shower together. This video is going on for quite a while. I don't think I meant for this to go on for too long, but oh well. We'll just have to put up with it. Now, you know the changing room where we had Peach change outfits and go disguise herself as an X-Naut for a little bit a long time ago? Well, you can go inside those curtains regularly. You can just open those little changing rooms, just step inside and nothing will happen. But I want to show you something cool. You go into that one room that had that this open vent right here. Let's bring up. Hold on. Alright, we're up. Now let's go to the changing room. If you go into those little changing rooms and hide behind the curtains regularly, you can just, nothing will happen. But if you drop down from here, watch what happens when you open this. We're 8-bit Mario and Goombella. Don't we look funny? We can change it. We can't do anything, really. It's just a nice little thing you can do. Let's check out 8-bit Koops. Can't use any partner abilities or hammer or anything. 8-bit Flurry. 8-bit Mike. 8-bit Vivian. 8-bit Bobbery. And 8-bit Mouse. Isn't that a nice treat? You change back to your regular self once you step outside. So isn't that a nice treat? And with that, I think I've showed off everything I have for the game. You know, this playtime would be a lot shorter if I wasn't doing this Let's Play, but oh well, what else are you gonna do? So you know guys, that's it. That's all I have for this project. With this, we have brought Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door Blind Run to a close. Thank you all so much for watching. My next project, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna spoil my next projects whenever I get around to doing another game, so you'll just have to wait for a little while to see what my next project is. I'll take a little break from recording stuff because I have a lot of school to do, and also I've got a lot of episodes to still upload as of right now. This is being recorded as of April 2nd. But with this, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door Blind comes to a close. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play of mine. See you guys later. Bye.